Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. You crazy sons of bitches. All right, today we're going to be talking about Pennsylvania, my least favorite state in the nation because of hockey. I'm a Capitals fan, and they have a really terrible team in Philadelphia called the Philadelphia Flyers, who just suck. And then in Pittsburgh, they have this other team, which I'm not going to even mention their name, but their team captain does have the biggest lips in the world. So that's why I don't like Pennsylvania. I like some of the people there, but I just don't like the state because of two hockey teams. But we're not here to talk about hockey today. We're here to talk about gun laws. So let's be right back with it, and I will tell you exactly what is going on in the Keystone State. All right, we are back, people. My name is John Crump. I am the Virginia State Director for Gun Owners of America, Washington's only no compromise gun lobby, Washington, D.C., aka the swamp. I'm also an investigative journalist. I deal in 2A issues. I keep an eye on the ATF and the FBI, the organizations that want to violate your civil rights. I also keep an eye on the industry for scumbag industry people who want to rip you off. And with that said, let's dig deeper into today's story. All right, so we all know that Josh Shapiro, who's the Attorney General from the Keystone State, is very, very anti-gun. He's an anti-gun crusader. And I got it on good authority, that the Attorney General's anti-gun task force, yes, I call it an anti-gun task force because that's what it is, they don't like guns. They are monitoring people who are buying unfinished frames and unfinished receivers from gun shows. They call these unfinished frames and receivers ghost guns because ghost guns is a scary term. In fact, there are legislators in Pennsylvania that want to ban these guns because they call them ghost guns, which is kind of ridiculous. So Shapiro hates these guys. He hates companies like JSD, which is located in Pennsylvania. Awesome company, JSD Supply. Not a sponsor, but they're just an awesome company. They hate Polymer 80. They hate all these companies. They hate Ghost Gunners. They hate all these companies. Defense Distributed, no matter what it is. They hate it if they are an 80% company. All right. With that said, what these dudes do is they hang around the booth of people selling Polymer 80s and other 80% kits with little hidden video cameras, and they videotape people buying these guns. And then they follow these people out into the parking lot and they take a picture of their license plates. They run the plates to see if there's any crimes attached to these people or if these people are prohibited people. And they have busted some people, to be honest with you. In Philly, they busted 3 people. One guy was selling fentanyl as well. And 2 other guys tried to escape through the roof to get away, but they were producing 80% frames and they were milling them out, making them all functional, and selling them on the streets. There was another 19-year-old kid last Friday that got busted for the same thing. He was finishing it and selling them on the streets. The way these guys got caught is they were making huge purchases at gun shows in Pennsylvania with cash. So they got a little bit suspicious. These are bad guys, and they did bust the bad guys. But at the same time, if you buy one kit, they are still videotaping you. They are still taking your picture. They are still following you out in the parking lot, and they are getting your information, and they're running your information. Not only are they running your information, but you're going into a database. What do we call a list of gun owners in a database? A registry. Exactly. And what does a registry always lead to? Confiscation. And with Pennsylvania, they're trying to pass a anti-gun bill that would ban 80% receivers. So if you look at it that way, they might be compiling a database of who has what. So if the law does get passed, they can start showing up at people's doors and demanding that they hand over their property. I would 100% guarantee that will probably happen. Josh Shapiro is a slimy little dude. He is running for governor of Pennsylvania. If people in Pennsylvania elect him governor, then I guess they get what you get. You get the government that you vote for. You get the government that you deserve. I'm hoping that the people in Pennsylvania will have more common sense than to elect a little slimy scumball like Josh Shapiro. What I'm thinking about doing is going and setting up at a Pennsylvania gun show, because it's not that far away from here, with a big sign that says Shapiro's Antigun Agents with arrows pointing to these guys. Just like try to chase them away or something like that. So far, where we are seeing this is in the eastern part of the state, like around the Philadelphia area. We haven't really seen this in the western part of the state, but I'm pretty sure that it will happen. They are going to expand the operation statewide. And here's the scary thing. They are proud to be violating the rights of everyday Americans. They are proud to be stepping on your civil rights. These guys are boot-licking scumbags who videotape this. If you're a law enforcement agency or a law enforcement agent and you are videotaping average everyday law-abiding citizens buying 80% lowers, you are a scumbag and you are an oath breaker, and you will get what you deserve. I hate to say it, but not all cops are our friends. There are a lot of police out there that are great guys who want to uphold the Constitution. If you look over at Guns and Gadgets, Jared over there, he is a cop and he wants to uphold the Constitution. But there are a lot of oath breakers out there that will just do what they're told because they're just following orders. We've heard that in World War II. We've heard that everywhere. I'm just following orders. I'm not an evil guy. I'm just following orders. Well, you know what? It's time for you guys to stop following orders and start following the Constitution of the United States. You don't take an oath to uphold whatever orders you're given. You take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and it is time for you guys to uphold that oath. Do not be an oath breaker. Be a oath keeper. I'm not even talking about the organization. I'm just talking about doing your duty as an American law enforcement officer to uphold the Constitution of the United States. You've taken that oath. Now keep it. With that said, my name is John Crump from Gun Owners of America, the Virginia State Director, investigative journalist, who is currently doing a bunch of investigations right now. I have my legal team set out some FOIA requests. I can't wait to get them. They should be really interesting. And I know the ATF is not going to want to give them to me, but hey, guess what? They're going to have to. If you like what I do here and you want to help support me and help support my investigations, go ahead down to my Patreon, patreon.com/John Crump, and you can help become a supporter of mine. Also, if you want to see some live shows, I have a channel where I do live streams with a bunch of different people, a bunch of different interviews, and that's at John Crump Live. So youtube.com/John Crump Live. You can go over there. I have a join button. You can actually join right there, do super chats, all that good stuff, and check out my stuff over at Amaland. With that said, my name is John Crump. Once again, I am out of here. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight, and I'm gone. See ya. Bye. Peace.